What's up, you YouTubers? It's your host, Keandre. And today, well, first of all, let me just start by saying this. This is the second episode of season 4. If you guys would like to check out my previous videos from previous seasons, feel free to go to my playlist section of my channel and you guys will see all the different seasons that I have already. And I've even started my season 4 playlist already with that one video I made as my season premiere for season 4 called Has America Had Enough of Sugarcoating Our Issues? Again, if you'd like to check out my previous seasons, go to my playlist section, you'll see them there, okay? Now today I want to talk about two men as a combination because these are happening all at the same time. Now both of these men you have heard all within this whole week, okay? Whether it's on the news, radio, it's all being heard about, okay? Now what I'm about to do first is I would like to take my opinion on the whole Alton Sterling thing. Now I'm reading this thing at the CNN website, and because I've already read through this whole little article, I'm gonna just kind of summarize it a little bit. If you guys would like to see it explicitly, go read it yourself on the CNN website. Just look up Alton Sterling, and it's like the first website up there. Okay. Now basically, what it says on this website is like there's like in Baton Rouge, you had a homeless man who made a 911 call because he was at the convenience store selling some CDs, and the homeless man, he was constantly actually asking Alton Sterling if he can borrow some money. Alton Sterling kept giving him a no, and apparently he probably got irritated to the point where he wanted to pull a gun on the homeless man. Now, it says that Alton Sterling, when he got irritated, he finally said, "I told you to leave me alone." So that right there is proof that he got irritated by the man persistently asking him to borrow money after he had told him no so many times. So, as a result, Alton Sterling put out his gun, and the homeless man kind of got scared. He was in fear, okay? And he dialed 911. Police came. They didn't say specifically what happened with the exchange of words that maybe they had before the police took the man down. Which, if you see the video, you guys will see in the video that the video starts off with the police officers, the two police officers on top of Alton Sterling. It doesn't really show when the police actually first get there. Alright, so if you guys want to check that video out, I'll have that in the link description below if you guys want to check that out. So basically, from then on that point, when the two police officers, actually that one police officer was on there trying to get the gun, that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to get the gun away from Alton Sterling, which I think was stupid because he wasn't even making a threat. Now, maybe the police officers had told him to go on somewhere, who knows? But I do strongly believe that the police officers was probably some jerks or whatever. They probably tried to take the gun out of him. And then you had that one police officer on the side of Alton Sterling pointing his gun at him, ready to literally kill this dude. And he actually kills him. You want to know why this police officer killed the man? Because he didn't give up his gun. Now my thing about this is, I don't care what you believe happened. Alton Sterling did not make any threat or anything to the police officers. He wasn't a threat to them at all. I could probably see if he had his gun out or something, ready to shoot the police officers because he was mad that they came for him. But that wasn't even the case from the video that I've seen, just what I've seen so far. Okay, so that didn't seem like that was the case at all. Now, had it been that way again, hey, now I will say this. I wouldn't necessarily agree on the fact that, he put out a gun on the homeless man, but at the same time, I do believe that the homeless man should just stop asking Alton Sterling for money once the man said no multiple times when he asked him for money. He should just respected his no and just went about his business, whatever. He could have asked somebody else to give him money, and I'm quite sure they probably would have. So that's personally how I feel about the whole little altercation with the homeless man, whatever. So I also would like to talk about another man by the name of Philando Castile. Now, Philando Castile out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, was shot by police after being pulled over by the police for having a broken taillight, I guess. So you had the police pull them over. The police comes up. The police asking questions as they usually do. It's part of their job. Okay. So what you probably had was, and again, when I was reading this article on the CNN website about Philando Castile, they didn't really say that the officer had asked him for license and registration, but from the looks of things, it seemed like they did ask that before the police officer shot Philando Castile. Even the girlfriend said that all he was trying to do when he reached in his pocket to grab his wallet was get his license and registration. So that's probably what had happened. The police asked him, but when he reached in his pocket to get his wallet, the police officer shot the dude because he thought he had a gun. Now keep in mind, Philando Castile actually said that he did have a gun on him. So that I don't know why the police officer would still need to feel a threat from that, because it wasn't like he was taking out the gun or he had the gun out. I couldn't say if he actually had the gun out at the police officer, but he wasn't. It was within him somewhere. I don't know. But he was just grabbing his wallet and just killed like that instantly. And a woman was on her phone live streaming. I think it was on Facebook or something like that, showing the world as it happened at that moment of what happened to Philando Castile. And she's just like the whole time pleading to not allow Philando Castile to die and this type of stuff. She was praying and that type of stuff. So I was really feeling sorry for her and her daughter. I know her daughter's going to hate not seeing her father there for the rest of her life. Now I will say this. I hate how the fact that both of these men were fathers. Alton Sterling had a son or some other kids as well. I wouldn't doubt if Alton Sterling was at that convenience store selling those CDs just to support his family. And by the looks of these, if you look at his picture, I'm not trying to belittle him or anything, but it just looked like he was struggling a little bit. So he's trying to make some money by selling some CDs to maybe like support his family, make sure they got food on the table, make sure they had a roof over their heads, just necessities like that that a child would need growing up, and themselves as well. Okay, and I hate how he's now gone. So now his children will have him around at all for the rest of their life. For the rest of their life, they had to go without their father. Why? Because some sick jerk police decided to shoot the man because he could get a gun from him, which in the first place, he wasn't even a threat to the police officers anyway. But no, we want to shoot the black man. And I really hate how that happened, okay? And same thing with the Philando Castile situation. The police officer was a jerk enough to shoot Philando right in front of his daughter and his girlfriend, wife, whoever she was. Right there in front of their faces. And now that girl's going to grow up and live life without her father. And that is just really sad. And let me just tell y'all something. I find it weird how they all happen all at once. Again, this isn't the first time we heard some story about a black man getting shot by police or whatever. Something that was seeming to be suspicious as these two incidents, okay? I will say this. For these situations, I can easily say that black men are the most hated men in America. Okay, we are the most hated. You have these two men who are fathers get killed. Now their children will never see them again in their lives. And who knows, maybe those fathers were really dedicated to their children, doing things with them and just loving them. But no, see, our society looks at black men as not wanting to take care of their children. That whole little negative stereotype placed on black men. But you have these black men who are actually taking care of their children, but now they can't because they're killed by people who didn't want them to take care of their children in the first place. That's why that police officer probably had a problem with him at that convenience store. That's why he probably would have shot him in the first place. That's probably what had happened. Now again, same thing with Philando Castile. Sorry, excuse me, y'all. They probably saw that he had a daughter, probably taking care of her or whatever. And I even heard that he had a good job. He was like something related to nutrition. He had some job related to the state of nutrition, something like that, or whatever. And he was taking care of his daughter, probably going somewhere, doing something with her, and just get shot and killed right in front of her faces, along with his girlfriend right there to see. And it's just really sad. And I can really say this. Black men, you can't just let these people, look at us in a negative light. it's good to see that these black men were there to know that they were taking care of their children. It's good to see that because they don't like to see us doing that. That's why they have all these little bullcrap court cases, I should say, with their whole little American justice system. If you don't believe me, I would like to bring up this little situation that happened like 2 years ago, back in 2014 or 2013, where you had this one black man who was trying his hardest to get custody of his child, but he had a threat from his girlfriend and the court system, which allowed him not to take care of his child as he had wanted to do things with his child that he had wanted to, because of the court system and his girlfriend, or his ex-girlfriend, I should say. And so, you know, he was trying his hardest, and it got to the point where he was losing so bad, he wanted to kill himself. All right, now I hope you guys like this video, share the knowledge or whatever, share what's going on in the world, because this really gets serious out there. I do not like what I said. I do not like seeing how black men are just dying all the time. We are the ones that are dying the fastest. We have the lowest life expectancy here in America, and it's really sad, and something needs to change. All right, but anyways, hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Toodles.